With a lot more people adding video screens and computer screens to the ham shacks, having something like this just makes sense, and it's an easy way to get the stuff off your work area and up somewhere. It also works well for those of us who like to use any kind of TVs or electronics or any kind of other screens, security monitors or anything. So today we're taking a look at this thing. It's not really for the off grid, but it's definitely something that could come in handy in your prep area or emergency ham station. This is the VEVOR monitor mount with a USB plug on it. We're going to check it all out today and put it together. All right, folks, welcome back. Now, granted, this is not exactly the biggest prepper tool in the world, but it might come in handy for those of us who have other kind of monitors or electronics where we do a lot of our work. And for me, in my case, recently I did that video about the mini computer and the ham clock. That's where my monitor is going to go. Instead of it being up on top of all my radio gear, it's going to be up kind of out of the way to the side where I can look at it when I need to, but I don't have it right sitting on top of something where it's kind of able to move around and kind of loose and floppy. So I'm going to show you, I put a little bit of this together so far. It's very, very simple. The price on it is pretty darn affordable. It's $56.99, and if you use my 5% off code, VEVOR Sales down there, you'll save another 5%. So it's definitely affordable. Seems to be very well made. I'm going to walk you through putting it together, and I'm going to show you where I'm going to put it, but you can use this for anything you want. I know a lot of us have security monitors. You know, maybe we're using a computer monitor or a TV monitor for our security stuff. This can hold up to 26 pounds. So this is a pretty sturdy thing. Now that's 12 kilograms if you use the metric system. So whether you got a standard monitor or an ultra wide, this mount's got your back totally, okay? You can tilt it, you can twist it, turn it any way you want. And I know I've been recommending for years that as preppers, even in an urban area, you have security cameras. So you can see what's going on outside your door in case you decide to venture out. So let's get started. I'm going to show you what I did so far as putting it together, because it's practically nothing. And then we'll finish it up and I'll show you how it works. All right, so the first thing I put together is over on the base here. Now this is going to come in four parts actually. This is the top piece. We're not going to worry about that. This is for cable management, and that's for the back of your monitor, whatever you're going to put it on. Now my monitor is a little bit smaller because I chose to go with the smaller monitor for less power consumption. I can still see it fine. It's a 12-inch monitor. It's perfectly good. I was going to put a bigger monitor up there, but I figured that's another plug, another hassle. I'm not going to bother. I'm going to stick with the monitor I got. So this is what we got on the base here. Now the base here, this will just slide on, and that will slide similar right there, right into that hole. It slides in here, and you tighten that down with a little Allen screw that will be in this already. Okay, you're just going to tighten that down so it swivels, but it won't come off. As for the base, you'll notice two screws here. I put this piece on, this L-shaped bracket down here, okay, just with one screw in the middle there, as you can see. Then I put this little rubberized sticky mat that they give you, just sticks right on there. And then I screwed these two in here. So of course this will go up and lock your monitor into place on the edge of your desk, similar to, say, that. Okay, so that's how it's going to work. Pretty darn simple. You're going to plug this USB cord into anything, and you have two in the front there, a USB-C and a regular USB, so you can charge up your devices. In my case, the USB is going to run my little Raspberry Pi that I'm going to keep down. So I have to tear stuff apart over in the radio area. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take it apart, and I'm going to show you what I got right now, and then we're going to tear it apart, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. All right, so you have to forgive me because I'm going to move the camera around a little bit. I can't get it back far enough to show you the whole thing, but I'm going to pick it up and kind of give you a little look here. And this is my little emergency backup off-grid, backup power ham station that I built. And as you can see, let's move the camera up there. That's the screen I was talking about, and that's the little Raspberry Pi that runs the ham clock, the Lenovo computer that I already reviewed. I will leave a link to that down below if you're interested in checking that out. And I'm going to take that monitor and put it over here on the side here, where I can actually see it from a distance, but it gets it out of my way, so I don't have that on top of that 2 m 440 little ham can there, so it's out of the way. So what we're going to do is tear everything apart, and I have everything plugged in behind that little tablet on the end there, and I'm going to try to get a little more light on things over here because it's kind of dark, and we'll get into this. So we got everything torn apart here. I have that out so I can actually get to it if I need to plug stuff in. I do have another extension plug, but I'm probably not going to need it because we're not plugging anything new in there. We're just kind of taking what we got and running with it. So let me mount the monitor up there, the monitor mount, and we'll see how it's going to work and how it's going to fit into what I'm doing. All I have over there is that power station that runs my lights And right now it's only running one light. Do apologize for the lack of brightness out here. But we're going to get it in there. I'm going to try and throw another light on the other side behind me, and we'll see how this works out. All right, so this is the easy part. I had to move around the extension cords and some stuff here. But this is actually the pretty easy part. All we got to do here is attach this little piece that comes separate that will snap into the top of that bracket using these 4 screws. So the 4 screws are provided right in here. They're the smaller ones. So we're going to get those in, and then we're going to show you what this looks like after it's mounted up there and running. So let me get those in, and then I'll show you how it attaches to the top. All right, so you have this top piece here, and that's going to interface with the back that you've just put on your monitor, like so. And you're just kind of drop it in here, and I'm doing this left-handed with one hand, so it might take me a few tries. What do you know? Now that top piece here is just going to snap right into place, and there you go. That's locked into place now. I can turn that around, and you probably can't see it, so let's back you up. And there we go. There's my monitor. So my monitor is up here, out of the way of all my working area at the bottom here. So let's hook everything up and show you what it looks like. All right, so there it is, all set up right up there. And it's nice. It's kind of off my desk. I have the 2 keyboards there. I'll probably get rid of that bigger keyboard because it just controls the tablet, and I can just tap the tablet. The little keyboard is for the ham clock and the Enovo system. And if you guys are interested, like I said, I got that link down below on the Enovo ham clock. Kind of, you know, he has a strange schedule for how he gets it to you, but he will get one to you. You have to check in the mornings and see where it's there. But you can see I got my weather station, my power source, my HF rig, which I have muted at the moment. And everything's kind of right there. So I just put my seat down here, and I can look right up at that. And it's not on the table or up top there in the way. It's just sitting there, and I can operate the radios kind of freely. So I really do like the fact that I have that mounted up there and out of the way. For those interested, let me just move in a little bit and let you look at the ham clock. That kind of gives me all the information I'm going to need. I'm just going to let this thing run for a while. And this is just my little backup emergency power off-grid ham shack in the garage here. It's right next to the table that I normally do reviews on. So very accessible, easy to get to, and ready to run. So I thank you guys for joining me. Like I said, the link for the mount there will be in the description down below. Really decent price. My coupon gives you 5% off, the VEVOR sales coupon. Don't forget to check that out. And below that is my freeze-dried wholesalers link. That link's going to save you 15% on anything you purchase on the site. Now's the time to get ready, folks. Get that food in stock before things get ugly. And it's 25-year shelf life, awesome food, individual contents. You cook what you want, do what you want that way. Below that, of course, our Amazon affiliate store. Again, if there's nothing in that store you like or nothing that you think you want to buy, just click bookmark the link, save it. Use it when you shop on Amazon. Really helps out the channel. Doesn't cost you anything to do. And below that is our My Patriot Supply link. That's preparewithiridium.com. Don't forget, we got $200 off the 3-month kit and some money off on that Vesta heater. You remember that heater that I showed you with the internal fan? The heat just makes the fan work. Awesome little system. So check that out. And of course, our Thrive Life freeze-dried food store. I thank you guys for watching and hanging out with me today. Stay safe and stay prepared.